Good morning or evening, friends. This is JP with Wise Guys Gaming. Let's talk a little bit about his here City of the Wolves. Now, first and foremost, I think it is important to say that I am enjoying this game. There are things that I would like to do, like playthroughs for the arcade. Matter of fact, I've played through the arcade a couple times. I haven't played through episodes of Southtown. I just kind of want to wait on that. I've done training. Well, we'll get to that in a second. So I've been playing it pretty extensively. I have not played online just yet. I'm just trying to I just want to play the game, get my feet wet and all that kind of stuff. I've done a couple of different color edits that I'm excited to show you guys, but we'll get to that later. Anyway, so far I'm enjoying the game. There's some things that I would change. I'm waiting for a fighting game to kind of blow my mind in the way that I think Street Fighter 6 almost did. I think Mortal Kombat 9 was huge. I think Mortal Kombat 10, I didn't play that much. I missed that whole run. Mortal Kombat 11, I really enjoyed, but even it had like a limit. But when they introduced the Crypt and Graveyard and all that kind of stuff, I think that was interesting and kind of broke the mold in what fighting games were doing at the time. I did like Street Fighter 4 because they kept the secrets in fighting games, like secret characters and that type of thing. So there's a lot of different elements that are at play that will allow you to kind of get this really neat stuff going on to make your game a little more interesting. While this game does have some secrets that I cannot show you, technically we're still under embargo, which is weird that you're like, hey guys, thanks for pre-ordering our game. You get to play it free, but hey, don't tell nobody. Keep the secret stuff secret, alright? And I'm like, but I wanna play. So I've just been trying to get a lot of the offline stuff done. And I'm looking for something to kind of set me off and make me feel like, oh, this is really neat. And that might be in episodes of Southtown from other people talking about episodes of Southtown. I don't think that's it. That's where I was getting at, sorry. Street Fighter 6, they created this whole open world thing where you can kind of walk around and go to different places and literally just fight somebody off the street, which they won't let you fight kids and old people. No, wait, they let you fight old people but not kids. And I think that's ageist. What if I want to power on a 3-year-old, huh? Anyway, this one does not really have much to kind of blow your mind. This is really just your standard fighting game fare, potentially without episodes of Southtown, which, like I said, both people have said it's kind of an expanded story mode, but it's not necessarily anything that just blows your mind out of the water. But the nuts and bolts of the game are good. I have gone through all of the missions, which kind of stinks because I really like missions that I cannot beat. I like having trouble with them and having to put the controller down and being like, I'll come back to this later. Just for the record, you get 5 missions. Now, so okay, you get 8 missions, but you get 5 missions in your classic controls and 3 missions in your smart controls thing. I will say, I kind of like that the smart control theme is not just like press this button and do this and press that button and do that. They have really been testing between this and Street Fighter 6, and I think Mortal Kombat 1 didn't have. I don't remember if Mortal Kombat 1 had one or not. I think they had an auto combo. But we're getting away from just saying, okay, well, if you don't know what you're doing, you can press one button and get an auto combo. That's still here, but like they're trying to get you into watching your character and timing, even though the buttons are simple. So like when you go through the trials, what you'll find is you can press this combination of buttons with this combination of buttons with this combination of buttons, and it does a combo, and you can match it out, but try to get better with seeing your character or how they're attacking, when your timing is, when your button presses are, that kind of thing. So I'm a little, and a lot of it has also directional influence or directional inputs. So, you might have to press just these 2 buttons on one hand and then back in these 2 buttons and then forward in these 2 buttons and down in these 2 buttons and then these other 2 buttons and all. So it's kind of getting you in the notion of, hey, this is how I want to end up playing this. You know, I want to get deep down to nitty gritty. Playlist is pretty extensive. Look at all these Fatal Fury games. Art of Fighting Boy, you know what I'm saying? Look at that, that's neat. So yeah, we got an extensive album. I think you can set your, as you see, I have not been in the jukebox that much. I literally have just been going to over almost the same things over and over again. I think you're able to, maybe not, add to playlist. I want to say there's some setting where you can kind of move these around and put them in different menus. There we go. Edit list and music settings. Music is currently set to collaboration mode. Songs cannot be adjusted in this mode. I'll wait on that. We'll figure that out later. But you can actually add them to certain menus. So if I go to training, it'll be a menu. If I go to another one, it'll be a menu. That kind of thing. I need to go through the tutorial just so I can get the achievements. But having played the tutorial in the beta makes me feel like, okay. So the problem I have with the tutorial in the beta is that it's long and arduous because while you're pressing certain buttons, or after you do a section of the tutorial, you have to like wait for it to pick up and then restart and do it all over again. So I just want to set some time across when I can be bored and do that. I don't like boring tutorials, but that seems to be the way things are going. In addition, this is weird. When you beat arcade mode, it takes you out to the title screen. I don't know why they do that. That's such a weird thing to do, but like if I beat arcade mode, it runs credits and then it runs you all the way out to the title screen and you have to come back. It's very arcadey feeling. But you know, it is what it is. It's all good. So far, I'm enjoying it. This is gonna be a review in process. But we'll get back to it. I just wanted to get something out quick. I'll probably have at least one more thing to come out that's relatively quick. But so far, I'm enjoying the game. It's nothing that blows you out of the water, though. Like, if you didn't play this game, I don't think you'd be in a situation where you're like, oh man, I missed the revolution of fighting games in City of the Wolves. It's not. It's good for the return to the series. I don't know if I would call it the Street Fighter 4 or the Fatal Fury series. But it could be. I mean, it's got this nice... Episode of Southtown is something I think that could be good because there are some RPG elements to it, I think. But the story mode is still in the arcade, so you can play through the story and go through the arcade and get all that kind of stuff. They are really kind of hush-hush on the story because they don't want spoilers and storyboards and all that kind of stuff. I can tell you that the way they do the story, you do have what appears to be like different story elements for each fight that you do. But I don't think any of the scenes are anything they really had to like keep under lock and key so far. I mean, I know they have the secret in there, and I think I have found the secret, and what they've been trying to kind of keep secret. I keep saying secret, but they've been trying to withhold for hype reasons and non-spoiler reasons. I think I have located that. There may be more about it in episodes of Southtown, but we'll do that after Thursday, so that way I don't get in trouble. I'm trying not to get in trouble. I can show you the game, and I probably should have shown you more than just the menus and stuff from there. Oh, color edit. Color edit has been neat. I've been having a lot of fun with that. I think I said that, but you know, you can do the classic thing that SNK likes to do and get in, and you know, they won't let you change everything, but you can usually change hair color and their highlights and all that kind of stuff. You can change the eye color, which is kind of neat. Lipstick or lip gloss or whatever. You can also change makeup like blush, which is interesting because I don't really think about blush when I do these games, but that's there. For a lot of characters, that is there. But you know, you can go through and they give you they give you pretty extensive color. You can go through all the different colors. They even have, is it here? Maybe it's just on bigger items. Yeah, you can put patterns on it. Not a lot of patterns, but there are patterns, which can help you with whatever aesthetic you're looking for. Because your patterns can be made larger or smaller to kind of get whatever aesthetic you're looking for there. You do have a specific color picker. If the color you're looking for is not there, you can kind of come in and just be like, oh, let me change the tint, and then come up and let me change the exact color what I'm looking for, and so on and so forth. So I'm digging it. I think that's neat because it will hopefully, I'll have to check when I start playing online, but I think it will hopefully kind of help you distinguish your character, you know, so you can have your character, which is cool because I have at least one that I think is my character. Everybody plays nice. Because I've done the mission modes, I can tell you that I feel like everybody has their own unique play style that's pretty cool. We'll have to have a discussion, I imagine, but I do enjoy playing Ronaldo. I think he's a pretty good character. Has a pretty good hit, a pretty good rig. Salvatore's fun, he's just out there. I do like Mai. I think right now, I'm looking at Marco, Mai, Kevin, and Tizak. From just playing the characters, I think Billy is really good. I kind of want to play him a little. I still love Preacher. Preacher's nice. And having the missions is good because now I understand her moveset a little bit more, so I know what to improve on and what not to. I don't know if I still love Kane. We'll see. Kine, whatever. I still like Vox, but I'm still not sure how much I want to play Vox. Hokudamaru is a lot of fun. Dong is a lot of fun. Juan is a lot of fun. Futaba is a lot of fun. Everybody feels fun. The only people I don't like to play so far are the people who are probably going to be your most popular, which is your Terrys and your Rocks. I don't really love B. Jeanette, but that's okay. Gato just feels weird. Not bad, just feels weird for me. But I'll probably get a chance to go through everybody and kind of take a look at it, and just kind of get the idea of what I want to play, what I don't want to play, that kind of thing. That's the good thing about a new fighting game. You get to feel it out and figure out what you like. But I also have characters that I naturally gravitate to, so you'll probably see a lot of Marco. You'll probably see a lot of Mai. You'll probably see, the character I just mentioned. I'm debating on how much CR7 you'll see. I gotta figure that out, man. I gotta figure it out. I gotta think about it. I gotta pray on that. Either way, I appreciate you spending this time with me. I think that's nice. There'll be more videos coming with more information, and they'll be a little more exciting than this one. I just wanted to give a little quick review on what we've got, and also make sure I did not run afoul of anything. SNK, I think your embargo is weird, but I will honor it because you guys did give me the opportunity to play this game early for your embargo. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. We will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.